Hi guys, welcome back to a new episode of the PS2 Collector. I am your host Gamer1994 and at the moment we are currently on 160 after 4,376 games, and we have spent a total of £395.70. So far the journey has been a bit expensive. So on today's episode I'm going to review the latest 5 games that I picked up. I'm going to share them right now. Stay tuned. You do not want to miss this. The first game of this video is a movie-based tie-in game. It is part of the Marvel franchise, and that is Fantastic Four. So this game was released in 2005. And when I first played this game a couple of days ago, when I first saw the graphics, I was quite disappointed because in 2005 you expected really good graphics after the release of the Xbox 360. So the graphics on this were a bit dated. The game was really repetitive. The positive on the hand, the positive were the power of each character were, influenced highly in the game to put a lot of detail on the powers. But the repetitive gameplay for me lets it down, and the story, the plot does not make sense whatsoever, and that is a huge disappointment because I expected a lot from Marvel at the time, because Marvel released great games like the Hulk and Spider-Man, but when this game came out it was really disappointing. And yeah, for only £1.50, why not go for it? And that, my friends, is game number 161. £1.50, Fantastic Four. And the next game is game number 162 is GoldenEye Rogue Agent. I've never played this game, but I played the original one on the Nintendo 64 back in 1997. For me, that is the greatest James Bond game of all time, without a shadow of a doubt. That's the greatest James Bond game of all time. This game, however, when I read the reviews online, they said that this game has nothing to do with the movie or the original game, and the reason why this game sold well was of the GoldenEye name, which fair play to the developers. This game was notorious for being very bland, poor. I never played it personally. Were the reviewers a bit harsh on this game? Leave it in the comments below. But yeah, for £2 I'm gonna give it a go. If it is a bad game, I won't lose sleep. But if it's on par with the original GoldenEye, which I doubt it will be, I'll be glad. But yeah, game number 162 is GoldenEye Rogue Agent. And the next game, game number 163 is James Bond Everything or Nothing. And when I played this game quite recently, I was blown away because it is way more superior than GoldenEye Rogue Agent. The level building, the design, the flow, it's like you're playing a cinematic movie. This game for me, I'm gonna say it, people, I'm gonna say it, is a hidden gem. As you can see on here, 9 out of 10, and I can see why, because they've got everything that makes James Bond what it is and just implemented it into this game. It does get a bit repetitive, but it's just flows really well, and the plot makes absolute sense. And yeah, it's for me, for £2 to play a massive hidden gem, underappreciated, because people do not trust EA after GoldenEye Rogue Agent. I understand that completely, but give this game a go. Absolute phenomenal game and really underappreciated. For £2, bargain, masterpiece. The next game, game number 164 is Hitman Contracts. So when it comes to Hitman games, for me, I think Hitman Blood Money is the barometer. Hitman Blood Money is the best Hitman game of all time, and then it's the first 2 original games. But this one, Hitman Contracts, is the black sheep of the series on the PS2. But basically, Hitman Contracts is a remake of the first two games, but with extra added levels. At the time, you can tell the developers were trying to rush this game into release because they were working on two games at the same time, which was this and Blood Money. But not to say, this game did do the remaster justice, and the atmosphere and level design and the articulate ways you can take out your targets was really intriguing and phenomenal. But yeah, for only £2 for basically a remaster, you can't go wrong, and you'll appreciate this game way better. And that, my friends, is game number 164, Hitman Contracts. Decent game. The next game, game number 165, is a Japanese limited edition visual novel game, and that is Harukunaru Unme no Labyrinth 3, if I pronounce that right. And this game, wow, just look at the size of this bad boy here. Just look at the design on this. Absolutely phenomenal. It looks like an art piece, this. So what you get with it, I'm just gonna open this up. So what you get with it is the original game, which is here. Again, look at the design on this. You get the CD soundtrack. Let me open up that for you. Look at that. And the most important thing, you get an art book for the game. And I can't believe they go all out on visual novel games in Japan, and the time and commitment to even make these is really great. Just look at these, look at the artwork on this. Just look at that. Isn't that phenomenal? Just wow. And yeah, so basically this game is a visual novel. In Japan, as you know, I've said in my previous videos, they got loads of visual novel games released for the PS2, and there are plenty of these games out there. Again, with visual novels, as you know, they're not as popular here as they are in Japan. But again, the only way to play this game, to get the best experience from these games, is to get them translated. And unfortunately, we don't have the community who take the time to do that, and that is a tremendous shame. But for the limited edition, for only 15 quid, you get an art book, soundtrack, and a giant box with it. You can't go wrong with that, and that is a decent price for a limited edition games, especially on the PS2, because limited edition games on the PS2 go for ridiculous prices. And yeah, and that's the final game, game number 165, Harukunaru Unme no Labyrinth 3. And yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. If you want to know when my video goes online, click on the bell notification below. Anyways guys, until next time, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care guys.